Well, hello, primary, and welcome to the Friday assembly of the penultimate week of the school year. That means the last week but one. So we have one more week to go, but today is our final uh, primary Friday family assembly. So excited to be with you today, and we have a real treat for you. Um, I'm not going to say anything more about it because my able house captains are going to introduce that for you a little bit later. Well, I hope you've all had a good week and great to see you again today. So now I'm going to hand over to one of our Dowlagiri house captains who's going to introduce the next part of our assembly.
Thank you, Mr. Leahy. Hello, Primary, and from me, and welcome to our Friday Family Assembly. It's Rihanna here, your Dowlagiri House Captain. I hope you've all had a good week. Can you believe that today is our last Primary Family Assembly before we have the whole school end of year assembly next week? And it will be the last time that I serve as the Primary House Captain in an assembly.
Thank you, Rihanna, and good afternoon, everyone, from me too. It's Nihal here, your other Dalagiri house captain, my personal favorite. And yes, Rihanna has said that it is our last year serving you as our Dalagiri house captains in primary. So this will be our last primary assembly you will see us in. What a year has it been? Lockdown and the pandemic challenges.
Thank you. Well spoken, Nihal and Rihanna there. Well, now I'd like to call upon Suzanne in year six, who has had a birthday recently, to come forward and share a greeting with us to start this week's Friday Family Assembly. Over to you, Suzanne.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Chester and I'm turning 11 years old. Hello, मेरा नाम सुजान चेस्टो और मैं 11 वर्ष होने लाया.
Thank you, Suzanne. And we'll be singing you and some other friends who've got birthdays round about this time a very happy birthday a little bit later in the assembly. And it's a bumper list today because we have 2 weeks of birthdays because we didn't sing happy birthday to our friends last Friday. Well, without further ado, I'm going to hand over or pass the baton to Rihanna, who's going to introduce for us the main item of today's Primary Friday Family Assembly.
Mr. Leahy, I would now like to hand over to Ms. Pan for our final primary music assembly for this year.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the last music assembly of this academic year. I'd like to say a huge thank you to the children in years 4, 5 and 6 who really worked so hard to do their own individual sections. They didn't give up and they weren't afraid to have a go. And I hope that the children who didn't take part take inspiration from those who did take part. Everyone can do this kind of thing. I'd like to share from foundation up to year 3. I'd like to share their Zoom performances for you. You'll have to excuse the lag, but I think you'll still enjoy them. And last but not least, we have some solo performances as well on violin, ukulele, drums and recorder. So I hope you enjoy our last music assembly, and thank you to everyone for all your support.
I'm going to play For Alice by Beethoven. Thank you.
Thank you so much, children. That was fantastic. Oh, it's really often one of the highlights of my year watching our primary music assemblies. And you can see that the creativity and the perseverance and the skill of so many of our students. And thank you so much to you, Mrs. Pratton, for collating and choosing all those items, highlighting some of the great music that's been taking place in primary. I know there's a lot more than that, and we can't show it all. So I know many of you really enjoy your music, and you've done really well in your music, and that just gives you a flavour of the great music that we have in primary. So well done to everybody who contributed to that and showed us the music that's going on in primary, and the great learning. That was wonderful to see. Well, I'm now going to pass over to Nihal, who's going to introduce the next part of today's assembly for us.
Thank you, Mr. Leahy. Me too. I thought I thought that was a great assembly showcasing all our primary music talent. And a big thank you to Miss Bratton for all you have been taught us while you have been at TBS. You have been an inspirational music teacher and we will miss you very much. Very well done to you. Now, for the next part of our assembly, we would like to wish some of our friends a very big happy birthday.
Neha. This week we have many friends who have birthdays around this time, including some from last week, and they are Abraham in year 5C, Griffin in 6M, Maya in 6L, Lauren in 6B, Arav in 3E, Sahas in 5C, Suzanne in 6B, and some of our teachers, Miss Lamb, Miss Elson, Mr. Smith, and Miss Wadier.
And to help us say happy birthday, we are inviting some of our friends this week to share their versions of happy birthday. In fact, as it is their last chance to appear in a Friday assembly before they moved up to secondary, we have again chosen students from year 6, and this week any year 6 students who created a happy birthday video earlier this year and we had not shown it yet.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Unendokumulunguns Mubarak. Unendokumulunguns Mubarak. Unendokumulunguns Mubarak. Unendokumulunguns Mubarak.
Thank you. Thank you, Amara, Fami, and Nihal, for your singing, and you, Rishti, on the violin. Very well done, and nice seeing you singing too, Nihal. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye now for this week and the Penumile week of this year. Hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.
And it's a goodbye from me too. We look forward to seeing you all next week. I wonder if we can see a video of Rihanna's happy birthday version. Back to you, Mr. Leahy.
Well, thank you, Nihal, and thank you to you and Rihanna for your facilitation in today's Primary Friday Family Assembly. And that's the last time that we'll have house captains this year, our Year 6 house captains joining us in that way to support the Friday Family Assembly. So a big thank you to all the house captains for all your work this year, for creating videos for our assemblies, and for being so diligent, and for supporting and leading your houses. That's been fantastic. So well done to all of you. And Year 6, as Year 6 house captains, we look forward to you continuing your leadership role as you move into secondary and look for new opportunities to show off your talents in that respect. And in the next academic year, we'll be looking to our Year 5s to take over from you. When we come back to school in August, we'll be having our new elections and our new votes to choose our new house captain. So just to say a very well done to all of our current Year 6 house captains. Well, that brings us to the end of today's assembly, and it's been a great one, hasn't it? Showcasing our music talent and all our music learning in primary. And thank you once again to all the students for all the work that you were able to showcase for us in today's assembly, and to you, Mrs. Pratton, your final primary music assembly for us. So well done to you as well. Well, we have one more week of this school year left next week, and so much to look forward to. On Monday, you'll be meeting your new teachers for the new academic year. Those students who are moving up into their new classes and will be starting in their new classes in August. So you'll get a chance to meet your new class teachers on Monday afternoon. That's something we're all really looking forward to. And it might even be that we have some new students joining us as well on Monday afternoon. And I'm sure you'll make them feel very welcome, because they'll probably be a little bit nervous. And then all throughout next week, we have a real celebration of our IPC learning. So lots of really interesting IPC responsibilities and tasks for us to engage with and complete next week as part of our real focus on IPC. So that's a special theme for next week. You'll still have some of your other specialist lessons, but your main responsibilities next week will be all in IPC. So that's also something really to look forward to for the last week. Well, all that remains for me to say today is to enjoy the rest of your day, Friday, and have a great weekend. And I so look forward to seeing you on Monday for our final week of this school year. Bye for now.